welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
We ain't giving them nothing.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. You look at this Jaguar defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Leonard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Titans at 1-8 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 1st down, Leonard. To the sideline and incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw on 3rd down, Leonard. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they can't bring him down. Still on his feet. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tank Bigsby with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
That's on the right side with Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go now.
They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Leonard. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that.
Okay, ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Route.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That is caught, it's Chris Godwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Bigsby. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I'm all over you.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
You know, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd down. Leonard. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Hand off to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Leonard. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Henry running right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Out loud, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville will give them the season series.
Think right. Silver.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go, let's go.
And Lawrence will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
30 left.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Take Bigsby. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Leonard. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series to about the 48-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here we go.
Lawrence on third down. Rolling to his right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Steps away. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
30 left. Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence on the sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
We ain't giving up nothing.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
79 Broncos.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Again to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete, Burks. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Leonard. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this ding, has got to be priority 1.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Leonard. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Oh, what a move. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. 153 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Here we go.
And Bigsby once more. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Take Bigsby. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leonard. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Silver.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. There he goes, right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 249 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Hey, Lion.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
All right, let's go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back.
Hold up, listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorant.